Welcome guys to John's Football Channel. I hope all you're doing well. Let's get into this preview to Chelsea versus Real Sociedad playing at Stamford Bridge. Let's get into it. Starting off with the lineups of Real Sociedad, we could be possibly seeing Romero, Gomez, Rezabilia, Martins, Aramber. Midfield, we could end up seeing Timoris and Tirena as the CDMs. Ahead of them, we could be possibly seeing Mashala, Sola, and Benedictus as the right wing. And then as a striker, we could be possibly seeing Orozcan as the striker for Real Sociedad. Chelsea, we could be seeing. I would like to see more of Pendes. Do we keep playing Sanchez, or do we start seeing a bit more of Pendes depending on who will be here for next season? Does Xabi actually think that we would be starting Sanchez for the next season? Possibly. Who knows what we're in for? I think obviously this is all still pending on the Enzo Fernandez deal. We know that Man City still haven't paid or hasn't made an initial bid for Enzo. Now we obviously know that it's going to be a bit more tricky from both parties. Obviously, we're actually hoping that it was going to be quite simple for us to receive a bid from Man City for Enzo and then actually just get negotiations going from there, and actually for us to know more or less what's happening with the player. But now it looks like it could be possibly going until the end of the window for us to know exactly what's going to be happening with the player. And I think that would be a bad thing for us. Because we obviously know we would like to get some signings done. Probably, I think as a goalkeeper, we definitely need to get a new goalkeeper, and then probably as one more midfielder, I would likely like to see Adam Watson as another midfielder for us. I think it also depends on Lavia. How fit can Lavia get? Can he maintain this level of fitness? I do agree. I think he does need a loan in order to go to probably to Strasbourg and actually see what he is able to do for that season. And obviously he's able to stay fit, having to worry about his injuries for that season and going forward. So let's look. We probably could see Sanchez in goal, Champong on the right, Fofana and Herto as other two centre backs if we're playing a back three. And then we could probably see Neto as well on the wing, Caicedo and Lavia again in the midfield, and then Paredes probably playing either flank depending on where Neto is playing as well. It's good to see that Alex was able to play both flanks next to either next to Jaro or Changpong, depending on where we need a player. So it's good to see that he's quite versatile for us, and a good player that we could actually represent Azpilicueta, what Azpilicueta used to do for us. He was able to play right back when needed and actually do a job at left back as well. And then we could see probably Palmer and João Pedro. I would actually like to see João Pedro. This could be probably two scenarios or three. We could see João Pedro and Danny Welbeck play again with each other, or I would actually like to see. Welbeck probably needs more fitness and probably needs to get more sharper. So probably I think we should actually start him. And then after probably around the 60th minute, we can keep bringing on João Pedro for those extra bit of minutes for him, just to keep him warm for the season. We know that he's quite ready, but now it's just a question of can we get Danny Welbeck as well as João Pedro both firing together and both being ruthless before the start of the season. And then we could probably see, I don't know when we could be seeing Rodgers being implemented. We could probably see this could be the first game where we see Rodgers getting into the side. Who else could we be possibly looking at? Could we see Gittins? Will we be seeing Modric as well, or are they more likely to be shipped on loan or to be sold before the end of the transfer window? And then if we take a look at some form, we look at Chelsea. We have, out of the last 5 games, we've got 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. With Real Sociedad, they have two wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses as well, just like us. They're going into more a dark patch of games because they have been having good form, and now all of a sudden they're actually having 2 losses on the bounce going into this game. So hopefully we're able to do the job. Hopefully we're able to get a win, and hopefully we can be able to keep them there in that position. We know Real Sociedad in the last 14 games, they haven't been able to keep a clean sheet, and I just hope that in a way that it doesn't get backfire us, and hopefully we're able to score, and actually we're able to win this game quite convincingly like we were doing against AC Milan. Touching wood. Yeah, let's get it. If we had to analyze the game, how could we probably see the game? I think Real Sociedad could be, I think a bit more block. I don't think they would actually come at us. I think it could be a very, very similar game to AC Milan. And I don't think they actually, I think they would be probably more fit than us. I think they should be, but more fit than us. But we'll soon see on the ground how they're looking. I think we would just be, the way I see it, I think we would just be too much for them. I think we would definitely be dominating them if we're going to go with Caicedo, Lavia, and Palmer. I think our midfield is quite strong. And that's where our engine is, and I think that's where we will start probably having obviously more of the possession of the ball. Obviously, we're a bigger team than Real Sociedad, so they would actually expect that as well, and they'll try to actually catch us on the counter attack. And I think now it's just a thing of can Neto, can Palestra do their jobs and actually defend as well as attack, and actually know exactly when to do one or the other. So hopefully we're able to get that into our team, and also being able to hopefully we're able to see a bit more fluidity. I think between formation changing, look. Obviously, we've been clean against AC Milan because it was AC Milan and we did beat them 3-0. But I think we would just like to see a bit more sharpness and a bit more cleanness from the play, a bit more quicker passing into each other, and actually get the ball quite quickly into the attacking half of the game, and then see what we can do up front. Hopefully, the people who haven't been scoring are able to get on the score sheet and give them some confidence going into these next couple of games for us before the start of the season, so that we're actually all energized. We all know that we're all really fully confident for the start of the new season. And I just hope before we go into the season, I think I would, and I think I speak for most of us, that we would probably just be ready. And actually, I just hope that we are able to just clean and wipe every other team that we're going to be versing from the start first 5 games. Obviously, it's not going to be the most easiest thing to do, but I just hope that we get a good ratio and a good amount of points from the first 5 games, just to give us a good start to the season. And I hope that it actually helps us to be more confident and actually be more ready for the whole season in general. So yeah, let me know down below, what are your thoughts? How do you see this game going? What are your score predictions? For me personally, I'm going to go with, I would like to go, for this game, I would like to go probably 3-0 again. I do have a small feeling that I might score, but hopefully that's not the case, and hopefully we're able to keep another clean sheet. If Sanchez is starting and he is going to be one of the players for next season, hopefully he's able to also, I don't know, I just would like for him to actually also be well prepared for this next season as well, and actually give some confidence to him as well. We know it's not been the easiest thing for him. We know that he's been deserved the criticism that he's been getting, and actually put a shift in for this game, and actually have a good chance for us to be a bit more ready for the next season. So yeah, guys, let me know down below, what are your thoughts? How do you see the game going? What are your score predictions? Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the post review when it's all said and done. Peace.